Hello. Welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. Today, we are going to do some good old-fashioned sports card organizing. Oh, who am I? I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you are here today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. We'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel, leave us a thumbs up, a comment, hype up the video, super thanks if you want to support the operations, or more importantly, tell your friends about us. Before we can get to organization of our sports cards, we need to clean the workspace. I think that might be enough. Very damp, very dirty. Which is a category of another kind of video. Alright, so here's what we got going on. These videos are fun for me, but also they are, well, they have a great purpose. I, of course, open up a lot of cards here on Sports Card ASMR, and what happens here, Sports Card Doctor's having to do this a lot more. Needs to see what's going on here. The old videos, there we go. Sports Card Doctor opens a lot of cards, and every so often we need to organize these cards and decide where and how I want to store them for future use, future sales. I don't know. We'll see. The Sports Card Doctor has a hard time parting with his cards, but if you want to buy some, you can let the Sports Card Doctor know. And I need to do this because I have these stacks of cards just sitting over here. You hear that over there? That's a bookshelf with just stacks of cards dangerously sitting about, ready to be knocked over and ruined forever. So we're going to put maybe all, if not most, of these cards away. Here is what we're dealing with today. get as many of those cards in to our sports card binder. So let's do it. All right, we're ready to go here. Let's get the wide-angle lens on, so to speak. So we got a lot of spots here. We're going to do a complete reworking of the Smoltz Glove and Maddox Avery Shrine. No tape justices today. We recently took out football and gave it its own binder, so look for some football organization videos in the future. Just flipping for ASMR's sake. Kind of flipping to see what space is open and where some of these cards are. It's like a game of memory. Did you ever play that game, Memory, as a kid? Flip over the cards and then flip them back over and then try to remember where they were. It's me right now. Where will these cards be once I go back to the beginning of the binder? Where would they be in my mind? Happy to say today we're going to add a lot more recent cards. Thanks to the opening of a lot of 2025 and 2026 Topps packs sent to us by Ranger Donald. If you'd like to send us stuff, there's an address listed down below. In the back we have Star Wars and pro wrestling cards, including this legendary dirty one that we try to hide from the kids. It's just a good old fashioned pile driver. Alright, there we go. That is a tour of where we're going. Tour of what we're doing. So let's see. I am going to start with some basketball cards, though. We do have right somewhere in the center. Where were those? Where were those basketball cards? There we go. Yeah, let's go back to that. Let's start with something that we know, and also kind of clear them out of the way. There we go. Alright, do we have any room here? We kind of do. Alright, so I think we'll put Phil Jackson, our first card, in with the rest of these coaches. Eventually we'll have to make room for more. Larry Bird, we're all full here. Not a lot of order, I don't think, in these ones, so I think that's gonna have to be something we live with for right now. sports. And I'm including this legend because Vlade was very big when I was in junior high, and all my Laker-loving friends both believed in him and were worried. A legend in my mind, Vlade Divac. There we go. All right, we know we've got some space right here to work with. So let's see what we can do here. I am starting officially the Guerrero family section here. I'm putting in this Vladimir Guerrero Bowman card. This is very early on in his run here. This is actually, I didn't ever notice it. Vladimir Guerrero had not played by the time he sat for that photo in the major leagues officially. Good get right there. And then, of course, we have his son, Vlad Jr., Blue Jay hero. And I'm going to slide that right here. Okay, let's go next. We got some Mike Trouts to put in here. Do we have any other Mike Trouts that aren't categorized or part of a larger collection? I don't recall seeing those. Let's do that. I absolutely think one of the game's greatest, but he's turning into a Don Mattingly. Can we get him to the World Series? I don't think anyone in Anaheim thinks that's going to happen. All right. Here's where the fun begins, because we just have a lot. 2024, 2026 cards. And I am going to have to, let's see. Here we go. Start moving some things around here. Okay, this Manny Machado. Slide this one down here. Next to this 2025 Aaron Judge. We do have a big swing for the fences, Matt Olson. I like Matt Olson because he did my fantasy team well 2 seasons ago. So, I like that. Move this George Springer down. Oh, actually, I'm not putting these ones in. I had forgotten. These are set aside. These are players currently on my 2026 fantasy baseball team. So we're going to set those aside there. So, Jacob Wilson, Roman Anthony. There we go. Forget where cards are. So, tell you what, we're gonna have to go it alone here. Start a new one. Looking for that one Ronald Acuna I had there, but we're gonna have to start this here. So. We'll find it. Big fan of Acuna Jr. I think one of the game's best if he could just stay healthy. We've pulled a few of his cards over the years, so I'm going to leave space for that. All right. Fun to start a Gold Cup rookie page, but I don't think we're there yet. Oh, there's that Acuna Jr. this is it. This is what the video is, folks. Just me remembering where cards are and slowly over time organizing these, all of these cards here into something that makes sense. It's a little all over the place, admittedly. Go ahead and find that Mark McGuire. I know you're in here, Mark. Saw you earlier. It's my piazza. There we go. I think it's in the back. Ah, there it is. There's Mark. Okay. We could probably make a Bo Jackson page real easily. All right. I'm going to put this Mookie Betts right here. In 2026 was diagnosed with ADHD, and I didn't think I had it my entire life. But I think after watching these videos, you can see how my mind works, and yeah, definitely, probably extremely ADHD when it comes to baseball card collecting. All right, there was a Dave Stewart we're going to put in here. Dave Stewart remains, of course, one of our all-time favorites around here. And I think this 92 Flair is one of my favorite Dave Stewart cards. I think that's a great photo right there. All right, so Dave goes there. Now for the Conseco, I'm gonna, what do you think about this? I don't know, for right now, because Jose's on this card, this 88 World Series commemorative card, I'm gonna slide this one in here. I don't think it ends up here, but I just want to clear the space, clear the deck, so to speak. Our Conseco family pages, because don't forget, Ozzy is present. Alrighty. We've got some Griffies to get in there, I know that. I think, though, one is a repeat, and we won't need to categorize it. Yeah, there we go. We got that Topps. Alright, so that Griffey can go. We can worry about that another day. But this Griffey, we have a few of these in the Sports Card ASMR collection, but we don't have it in here. So one day we'll put all these Griffies, maybe in chronological order, but there we go. Johnny Baseballs. Alright, we know there's a Pedro milling about, so we'll get to that Pedro again. There's that Pedro. The Yankees are still his daddy, but I do enjoy collecting Pedro cards. See, this is the stuff that's happening as I organize on the fly. We do have a little section of, Topps and Fleer, split rookie cards, a random Andy Ashby in the minor leagues, and then Matt Williams. Eventually, that will all get sorted out. Are we going to have an entire page of Dave Parker's? We could. We could if we wanted to. Alright. Now we're going to, right now, Robin Yount and Gary Sheffield share a page. And we have a ton of Sheffields and Younts out here. But I'm going to definitely sort this one here. Love this upper deck. Gary Sheffield sliding to make the catch there. So make the play. All right, now we'll rise because we have got two Barry Bonds cards. I know we are going to want to categorize here and organize. Thanks again for hanging out with me, the Sports Card Doctor. Hope it is relaxing for you. Don't forget to leave a like. Check out our other Price Guide Battle videos, our Crinkle and Ripped videos. A whole lot more. All right, we got this great Barry Bonds Denny's card from Pinnacle. Get a moon over Miami and a 1996 Barry Bonds card. So I think we'll put that. Oh, that's not good. There. Then we've got this Topps commemorative. Definitely set the record on the up and up. This is the most home run history, is 692. No, 692 on that one there. On 1804. I remember where I was in my life, not for this home run, but just for where I was. All right, so Barry, pages are full. We have no Rickies to add today. No Will Nuschler Clarks. All right, we do have a Wade Boggs, and now comes this situation here. We've got to move out Winfield. Winfield will get his own page. But we have this magnificent, I love this Wade Boggs that's coming up. There's that Winfield we want. Look at this Wade Boggs. This is a Topps Stadium Club Wade Boggs. That's technically a Wade Boggs card. He's technically in the picture. But I do love that photo. So Wade and all his beer and chicken going in there. We do have to worry about finding a spot for Dave Winfield. I'll tell you what we're going to do. For right now, Winnie will go with Dave Parker. I think that's a good match. Winfield and Parker, Hall of Famers during the same era. Respect for both of them there. Okay, there we go. I think we're actually making progress here. I don't want this to be like a 2-hour video, but you guys might like that. It's 2 hours of a man flipping through plastic baseball card sheets, relaxing. Comment down below. Imagine if you're still watching at this point, the answer for you is yes. My weirdo peachy obsession. Just like the look of the cards. Alright, this is a page we're going to have to remember. We got a lot of space on this one here. Alright, Mr. Mark Grace. Jumping on grenades for all of us. This kind of random page. And at some point, some of these cards might come out. Do we need to hold on to a Kevin Mitchell Diamond King? I love Roberto Kelly, but do we need Roberto Kellys here? Prime time, yeah. Blackjack McDowell, Willie McGee. We'll have to figure that out at some point, but today's not that day. We get to add to the Paul O'Neill collection, a favorite of mine. There we go. All right, we've got our Dwight and Darryl page here. We could probably fill many pages up with each of these players, but they pair well together. More nostalgia page for me. And yeah, these are two-sided sheets, by the way. But I don't want to use them that way. I like being able to see the backs. Alright. I know you're in here somewhere. Where did that... A lot of Robin Ventura's. I don't know if Ventura's going to make the cut this time, I'm going to be honest with you. I took him out last time. There's that... Oops, sorry. There's this Dwight Gooden. I love this one. This is Alan Genter. Wicked Curves subset they got. Love that. That's a great card. Excited to add that one to the Doc Gooden collection. Alright, now Roger Clemens to add. We have this random Wally Joyner and David Cohn page. And then we're going to do this now. I don't think I'm adding one today, but we did recently get a Ivan Pudge Rodriguez that we're going to want to add, so I know we are going to need space right here. So we're going to do this. There we go. We know those Pudge is going to go there. Andre Dawson, and here we go. All right. So here's where the fun begins, because we have a lot of things to do. Ron Gant is going to slide out, and I think we'll temporarily put Ron Gant with these Dave Justices, but those eventually are going to go. Love Ronnie Gant, one of my favorites from the era. We'll have to order some more pages. I'll have to go buy some more sheets here. Alrighty, here is where we got a lot of work to do, kids. Buckle up, okay? And we've got Greg Maddux, John Smoltz. Look at this very thick card right there. John Smoltz. Then we got Tom Glavine. I'm going to see, and then we go into this. Okay. That's what I'm looking at, the Steve Avery collection. Okay. Look at this. This is the bulk of our work here today, kids. Alright, so Avery. We need all these Averys. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So. We're going to reorganize the Averys while we can. Take it out of the sheet here. Goal-rated rookie. And then we start going into this era. Gotta get these angles on these pages, don't you? Okay. This one's got some damage on it from out of the package. Now, is Steve Avery the pitcher that you want to hold on to? Not necessarily. But I think if you're in my age range and you grew up, you know, the Smoltz, Glavine, Maddux, Triumphant, you also kind of included Steve Avery in there, even though it's fair to say, other than his 91, 18-win season, you know, he wasn't what we thought he'd be, but it doesn't matter in my mind. He's still one of the best pitching prospects to come up to the game, so that's the way it works sometimes. You card collectors know. I'll watch some of those. I watch the non-ASMR card opening videos, including my buddy Jeff at Jeff Has Cool Cards, and of course the great John Jabs at The Past Is Alive. But I'll watch some of the other ones that pop up, the minute rips and stuff, and I always find it amazing. We all kind of share the same thing. We pull our Legends cards, but then someone will be like, "Ooh, oh, Kent DeColve, he's great." You know, DeColve wasn't great, but he was great in our era, and we hold on to those memories. All right, so Greg Maddux is going to move down. It is interesting that we have more Cubby Maddux cards to hold on to. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah. We'll maybe put it in somewhat of an order. This one, yeah, we're here. Let's slide everything down, right? While we're here. Love to get that 87 Topps. Is it 87 Topps Maddux Future Star? I think so. Alright, let's just do that there. Oh, no, that's 90 Flair. going to do it right. Here we go. There we go. And then, of course, the 87 Flair update, Greg Maddox. Okay. Feeling good about this. Except, of course, this is where we got a lot of work to do. Oh, man, okay. The glavins are going to slide out. Okay. Tummy glavin goes right there. And then we're going to reorganize completely here. John Smoltz. Alright. This upper deck rookie Smoltz, we'll just slide that there. This is where you got this card. You're like, oh, the kid that they traded Doyle Alexander for? Great. Awesome. Alright, so there we go. So there's the Glavins. And then here is Smoltzy. So I think we'll kind of put some things back like this. Let's just see, this is 88 Flair, right? We should move 88 Flair. Yeah, definitely should move this one up. That's a great Smoltz card. Love the shot there. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. The gas that Smoltz had, not the gas that Maddox had, that topped out at about 88. And he's still, I think, the best pitcher I've ever seen. Alright, perfect. We're going to have just enough space for this. And we'll put this one here. These cards, of course, this one pulled, this 06 Smoltz card, upper deck, pulled from the Candlestick Mick packs that we got. So thanks to Mick for that. And that includes this one here, which is so thick, I don't know if it's going to fit. Giggity. Let's find out together. There we go. Okay, it's in. Sorry if that got graphic. Alright, now we got this blank sleeve for Tommy Glavin. Let's do this. So, this is where we got, is this the oldest Glavin we got in this collection here? I think so. 88 Flair. We'll go 89 Flair. Got the entire Glavin Flair run. They didn't believe him enough. They didn't even want a photo of him pitching. Alright, this kid should have been in hockey. If you know, you know. Alright, then we'll just throw, this is 89, yeah, we'll throw it before, it doesn't, or throw it here, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we have two of these, so we'll hold on to that one in a sleeve. And then we'll go here to 91 Topps. And then we'll go to 93 Flair. And there we go, that's the bulk of our work today. The bulk of our work today was that stuff. And we're just going to throw this great 1-2 punch card back in here. Alright. We got some extra penny sleeves, you know. Penny for your thoughts. Okay. Look at that. Really excited about that. Mark Gray's page is coming in nicely. All right, is this it for? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I know I have sandbarks all around. I have a lot of miscellaneous sandbarks, but let's go ahead and just make sure Rhino, the light gray Rhino, is taken care of here. It's stored. We could move Vaughn a lot easier than we could move Rhine Sandberg. Rhine Sandberg, everybody. His name's Rhine. I'm going to randomly put this Wonka Gonzalez and this Larry Walker right here. There we go. Don't know if we need to hold on to that Sammy. What do you all think? I don't mind Sammy Sosa. I think he did what he needed to do for the game of baseball, and I think the game of baseball propped Sammy Sosa up and then turned their back on him and a lot of players, but I think they continue to turn their back on Sammy in a way different from some of the other players. End of rant. Alright, you know what, we got this random, no, you know what, we're going to do this. Got this random Kirk Gibson. That's going to go right there. And then we got this random Mike Piazza. Eventually, we'll switch some of that stuff out, but we're just getting these things in here. Getting checks by the box, you know what I mean? Randy's coming through. Like, all right, tell you what, we'll put the Sammy Sosa right here. All right, I don't want to do him wrong. There we go. All right, now we got this, how about this? Look at this, this Roy Oswalt. It's great. If you were in a fantasy baseball team in the early 2000s, late 90s, this is the can't-miss prospect. And he had a great career. But that was the guy. That was the guy. Sorry for everyone having to see Don Mattingly 72 times. He's right front and center. Sorry, not sorry. Eric Davis. Kirby deserves his own page. Michael Jack Schmidt has his own page there for right now. Eventually, oh, there's a Rhine. We could probably move that later. I might do that off camera. I'll have to subject you to that. Okay. So here's where we got finishes and things. So we have some room here for new and old stars. We're gonna have a lot of Mike Trouts. I know this. I know. Let's put this Cody Bellinger here. We got 2025, 2020, 6 tops. We just need to get them in. Eventually, I'll have some more pages. Pete Alonso recently pulled. I'm just gonna put in some offensive stars here. Corbin Carroll. Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. Got this special Allen Ginter, Julio Rodriguez. Alright. Same with Acuna here. And Wilson. Alright, here's what we got. Start making this this modern page there. Alright. Justin Verlander. James Wood, though. Tell you what, this one's gonna go. We're gonna do something different with this James Wood. We're gonna set this one aside in a different collection. You know the one we got. All right, can I carefully reach in and get a top loader? I can. Okay. That one's going to go over to the special section. There we go. Alrighty. Bryce Harper. Tell you what, Bryce Harper probably wants to be front and center, if we know anything about Bryce Harper, right? This is almost like cool pictures of the modern age right here. Look at that, folks. We actually did it. And you know what? We've got these Robin Venturas. Oh, got Joey Albert Bell. Where is he gonna go? You know what? This is kind of a random page. How about this? We'll move some of this around later. And this is what I'm talking about. Robin Ventura, great player. I know everyone's gonna bring up the Nolan Ryan stuff. Understood. But 292. Oh, this is Gold Glove version of him. Okay. But, you know, Ventura's, there's not a lot of collecting value in Robert Ventura. But every time I see a Robert Ventura card in the packs we open here, I absolutely got to pull them aside just because in that era, Robert Ventura, again, speaking of prospects, he was one of the best prospects of all time. Lived not too far from where I grew up. He lived in a town called Santa Maria, California. And I lived in nearby Arroyo Grande, California. So he was kind of a local boy, too. We were all proud of him until he charged Nolan, but hey, he apologized for that. All right, folks, I think we're at it. The only cards I'm not pulling aside today are these fantasy baseball team cards. These guys are currently on my fantasy team, and we had a request to maybe do something with that. I'm going to see if I can pull that off. I need to buy a lot more 2026 tops, though. Then I'm holding on to these ones. We have a penny sleeve kind of box. I'll put those away. All right, we did it. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to get through all those cards. I had fear about that, but we did it. Oh, wait, hold on. I remembered I was going to put this Smoltz in there, but I don't think we have room. But these are two more cards. There we go. I knew I had two other cards around here that I wanted to put in. So let's finish up with these ones. We got this cool Randy Johnson. And we got this Punch Rodriguez. Love this. So stick with me as we flip back to those pages. These organizational videos for me is we do them after I open up a large collection of cards and set aside what I want to store. And so looking back on some of these cards, it's like almost an all-star team of memories. Like, oh, I remember that video. Oh, you guys should check out the studio Crinkle and Rip video. You should, do you remember when Juan Gonzalez in the Price Guide video won a round, all that kind of stuff, the memories. Misty watercolor memories of the way we were. And it's a testament to all of you. And thank you to all of you who enjoy these videos, these organization videos. These are kind of an ode to the great ASMR channel, Relaxing ASMR. I've mentioned him before. He had about, a long time ago, some baseball card ASMR videos, and I was surprised I didn't see more of them. Not from him, but just from others. And that's what made me want to do this, including my love of ASMR and giving back to the ASMR community. We're fast approaching 3,000 subs currently at the time of this video, and when we do that, we are going to elect, or induct, I should say, our Sean Landetta card into the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame, alongside Mark Malone. Go back and watch the early videos for that recurring bit. We're almost there, kids. You're almost to the end of this video. So get ready to watch it again. I just like those peachy cards. I don't know why. I also just noticed, it's going to get a little weird, but one of my microphones died because this was too long of a video. So I apologize for that. Alright, here we go. This punch, worth the wait, right kids? Worth the wait. Wait. It's been a long video. Alright. There we go. Done. So I don't know when this microphone died. So I apologize if that affects the sound quality. But hey, there we go. Them's the breaks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll do it again here on Sports Card ASMR.